Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. Oh, my darling, I love you, and I always will. So Zarazan, Michael Tannock, holy crap, it went fast. Jen, Dark Knight Noah, Jake Elkhart, Jamie's here, Prime Hunters. Sorry guys, I'm missing so many. It was actually notifications must have gone out today. Midoriya, Brendan. I don't want to live on this planet anymore. The boss man. What? You know what? I got to tell you guys. I don't mean to stop my DBS might be returning. It is right. Wolverine. Wasn't I think that was established. No, isn't it coming out? What was it? July? Guys, you guys will tell me if I'm right or not. I think it is Wolverine. I think it was verified. Hey, Saitama. I got to tell you. I had wanted to stream today. As you can see, it's later than I usually do. I got tied up with a bunch of crap. But I wasn't going to be denied. I missed this. I've got to figure my schedule out better where I can stream more often. Well, thanks, Levi. That's nice of you to say. And Blake. Oh, that's a different spelling. That's cool. That's okay. We were all new at one time. We were all... at one time, all of us were innocent here. But since then, I've bad touched pretty much everybody. I'd apologize, but I liked it. Wait a second. Say Nick Ga 10 times really fast. Nick Ga, 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 Nick Ga. See, the thing of it is, I learned that a long time ago, Wolverine, especially with the whole hypnosis thing and how your mind works and stuff. If you want to not fall into a trap like that, a verbal trap like that, you have to keep the words visualized in your mind and read them from your mind rather than just repetitively saying them. And it'll keep you saying it properly. No, see, that's what I didn't say, Sonic Joe, because I very clearly pronounced the K because, again, if you read them in your mind, it'll help you stop from doing that. If Pinocchio said that his nose is going to grow right now, would it grow? Lute said no, it hasn't been verified. It was just rumors. Oh, okay. But it seems very likely as a lot of people are talking about it. Hopefully it won't turn out to be empty hype. Oh, see, I thought it was official. Oh, shit, I'm a little disappointed. Rich, I have a joke. Dragon Ball Super. You didn't like Super, Rich? I did. I gotta admit, I nerded right out for the Tournament of Power. We just, for those of you who aren't Gooshers, we just finished that on the Goosh. What, guys? A couple weeks ago, right? Just finished Super. Man, that was... I liked it. I nerded out for it. Well, of course I eat ass. Duh. Imagine having this guy as a grandpa. Several people do actually live that reality. I'll let you talk to them someday, and they can tell you how cool it is. Naruto dance performance. I've seen them. Had my MRI maybe disoriented and very sick. Oh, that's too bad, Poppy. Well, you have trouble. You have seizure trouble anyway, right? You have seizure issues. That's too bad. Dragon Ball Heroes. It's funny you say that, Midoriya. Well, it came up a video I posted the other day. You guys told me a little bit about it, and then I just ran into that guy at Barnes & Noble I made that in that video I was talking about, anime nerds coming together. Was talking about how good it was. Oh, Cheyenne has to go to work, but I love you all very much. We love you too, Cheyenne. I'm glad you stopped in for a minute while you could. You react to CSGO drunk moments by Fitz? Well, to be perfectly honest with you, DeCurls, as far as reaction videos, I don't have time to fit in anything more than what I do now. Because there's a ton of things I'd like to be making videos of and about, but it's time. As a matter of fact, I'm going to talk to you guys more about that in this stream. I want, above and beyond everything else, with my time being as tight as it is, I want to be able to schedule in more live streams, because this is the ultimate in getting to spend time with you guys. And I really enjoy it in the comment section, and particularly nothing against the YouTube channel, but particularly over at the Goosh, because and nothing against you guys at the YouTube channel, don't get me wrong, but we all know how the YouTube extended community can be. It ruins a lot of the conversations we want to have because of the stupidity that goes on and the drive-by morons. Whereas over at the Goosh, it's just such a tight knit little community. I just really like all the conversations we have and stuff. But this is the most direct route, and it seems like I never have time to freaking stream anymore. So I'm going to fix that one way or another. Tristan, hi pal. Saw your reaction to Endgame. Something as big as Endgame can't be spoiled by Bree's remarks. Controversies over, but others maintain a more subtle position on things. Can't wait. No, if something could be spoiled for me, to be honest with you, Tristan, by politics, it would already been spoiled because Mark Ruffalo is politically, I think, one of the biggest douchebags out there. But yes, you're right. No, it's not that it's going to spoil it for me. It couldn't spoil Avengers for me. Just her being an irritant to me, she's not somebody I hate, she's just irritating, makes me lean more towards just waiting for Captain Marvel to come out on streaming and DVD than to go watch it in the theaters, I think, more than anything else. But no, not the Marvel movies. It would take a lot more than that to spoil it. Like I say, if they were going to be spoiled for me by political activism, it would have been by Ruffalo ages ago. And the thing, too, is you almost understand it from anybody in Hollywood because, to be honest, if you want to get ahead or stay in the limelight or get back to the limelight, you have to be an activist because that's who they reward in Hollywood. So there's no way in the current situation to keep politics out of things. Firewall Dragon says Super wasn't bad, but wasn't nearly as good as Z in the original. There was something missing from Super. Yeah. Well, see, overall, I agree with you then, Dragon. Yeah, Z, I think overall, if somebody said, okay, you can just watch Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Super, I would take Z. The tournament power in and of itself was fantastic. That was some of the best fights I'd seen. Really enjoyed the way it unfolded and the way so many different people got to shine in it. I liked the twist of having 17 be a hero because I never expected that. So I really like the tournament of power, but I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you. I don't agree that there was something missing, but I do agree with you that Z was probably better overall series. And what I know of the original, which is a decent amount, I would agree. But the original too, I loved like Naruto. I love Goku and Krillin as kids and stuff, so that already had that endearing quality to me. Rich says that's pulling terrible transformations, power scaling is not necessary. Power scaling was an issue, yeah. And again, Rich, I won't even argue those facts with you. For me, it's become a thing where in a series such as Dragon Ball, I know those things are going to take place. I don't agree necessarily about terrible transformations, but are there some ass pulls? Yeah. Is the power scaling off? Yeah. The way I look at that stuff is I just get in it to try and turn that more analytical side of your mind off and just enjoy the fights and enjoy the characters. You have to, because otherwise that stuff will drive you nuts. So while I agree with you, that stuff takes place, it doesn't really deter me that much. It would if that type of stuff were happening in a series where I didn't expect it. If it was happening regularly in Hunter x Hunter or in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, something like that, it would turn me off. In Dragon Ball, it's like, yeah, okay, so that didn't make a lot of sense, but I'm okay with it because I really like these characters, that type of thing. Super is better than GT. GT is non-canon. You guys know I haven't. The only thing I can say about GT is what I have seen of it. Well, and I'm not the only one who feels this way. You guys have said this too. GT seemed to have a really cool ending though. But yeah, what I've seen of GT, and again, now I have to throw a disclaimer. I didn't watch that in a linear fashion. I watched it in clips. But from what I've seen in GT, yeah, I would agree with that. Wolverine, canon or not, I think it was just better. Yeah, no question. I like Super better. Yep, absolutely agree with you there, pal. Let's see. Seven Deadly Sins. Ariel, as far as what series we watched, that's all left up to the Gang of the Goose. We have nominations and then polls, and they pick everything. So I can't tell you guys for sure. All I can tell you is what's scheduled. Over at the Goose right now, we're just about done with Food Wars, and then we got Testament and New Sister Devil. We are on One Piece, of course, which is fucking fantastic. And then on the other line, we have, we're doing Yu Yu Hakusho right now. Then after Yu Yu is Cowboy Bebop, Hellsing Ultimate, and Death Note. and then after that, we'll be doing a poll on that level too. So those are the ones I can tell you are coming up. Outside of those, it'll all depend on what gets voted in. Joker, sub or dub? You got to tell. I don't know which one you were asking about. Right now we're doing UU and dub because everybody said the dub is good, and it is. One Piece definitely is sub. I love the sub voices in One Piece, and and Food Wars in sub. One. I don't think you're going to be able to do just one episode of One Piece, or you're going to have a hard time in the future. And if you like it now, just wait. Well, I don't know why we'd have a hard time. You got to remember, Juan, everybody else followed it at once a week when it came out. At least I'm getting to watch once a day. I don't think there'll be anything of a hard time following it. I'm not even sure what you mean by that. Why would there be a hard? I don't want to disagree with it because I don't know what you mean. I don't know why one episode a day would make it harder in the future. Maybe there's something coming out in the future I don't know about. I don't know. I'm not sure what you mean. Have I seen Death Note, Cameron? Half of it. What happened was we were watching that at a place called Rift TV. It was this website where you could watch anything like on Netflix or any place. And there was a timer automatically put in the corner, and the viewers could come in, sync it up, and watch it with you. So, they didn't put that. There was no issues with copyright, blah, blah, blah. We got halfway through it, and Rift TV went under. So I've been dying to watch all of Death Note. So what we're going to do at the Goosh, we will start it right from square one because my memory is too shit. And especially on something that's as plot heavy as Death Note, to try and pick it up from where we left off. So we'll just start it all over. Tristan. Oh, yeah, I was just saying Endgame is going to be so big that a few remarks won't harm it. No, I agree with you. We're in agreement. It's the end of the biggest cinematic ensemble. True. It's going to be a massive success and an end to an even bigger story. I agree with you down the line. Yeah, like I say, pal, if anything politically could have put me off, Ruffalo would have done it already, and that doesn't have any effect. I just suspend all that when I go into the theater. And again, you almost can't blame anybody in Hollywood because they've shown over and over that's how you basically need to be an activist to stay afloat in Hollywood anymore. Because, you guys, I'm sure some of you guys have seen award shows. That's all they are, is activism. That's why I don't watch them anymore. Firewall Dragon says, personally, I hated the ending to the Future Trunks arc. It was pointless. Rocks fall, everyone dies. The Future Trunks arc wasn't one of Dragon Ball's finest moments. I'm with you on that one, Dragon. Yeah, it wasn't. Again, for me, I'm not, and this is not necessarily a good thing. I guess I should be a little more analytical when I watch, but especially with Dragon Ball, because of its nature, I tend to just, hey, let's have fun with these characters. That's how I was able to get through clips of GT and everything and still enjoy it. Because, you kind of gotta allow for the kind of storytelling you're in for with Dragon Ball. That's not to throw stones at it, it just is what it is. Like you say, there's going to be some arcs that are weak. There will be ass pulls. There will be scaling issues. So you kind of just got to go into it thinking, okay, I'm not going to care about that, otherwise it's going to drive me nuts. But yes, I do agree with you. Again, enjoyed the Trunks arc because I like the characters. As far as its writing and overall appeal, you're right, it lagged. I didn't even see who this was. Nancy Pelosi says we need to ban guns and stop the wall being built. Well, Miss Speaker, I'm glad you came in here to to not only grace us with your presence, but also to contribute to all of us. $1.99 from Nancy Pelosi. Oh boy, do I have some serious questions for you. First of all, are you dead and didn't fall down yet? Because every time the camera comes in close, woof. Rich, Top was the only good arc. Movie rehash versus filler arc versus god awful Goku Black ending, no doubt. Yeah, like I say, I can't. As much as I did enjoy it, and I stand by that, I did enjoy it, I can't fault anything you guys are saying. If you were to try and put, in general even, and again, just my opinion, in general, Dragon Ball storytelling and depth of storytelling against pretty much any other iconic animes that I've seen, at least I've got a little bit of a history with them now, it's going to fail. Dragon Ball, you've got to really love the characters and be willing to suspend your analytical mind a lot. I don't disagree with you on that, Rich. I really don't. It'd be crazy to disagree because it's all there. All the proof is on your side. Hey, Gerardo, good to see you, pal. Are you still planning on watching the MK11 trailers? I keep trying. There's a total of 8 now? I didn't know that. I finally made to. Well, it's good to see you again, pal. I am trying. That's what we're alluding to earlier. I would like to see. I've specifically not watched the Mortal Kombat trailers because I wanted to make a reaction video to them, and it seems like it just every time I'm planning on doing it, something else comes up. This comes up, that comes up, and like today, I was going to be streaming at around 2. It was about 2.5 hours late, but yes, the short answer is I'm still hoping to. Yes, I will. I didn't know there were 8 of them though. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, that's what I mean too. I'm not sure. I didn't know how to answer because I'm not sure what he means. I don't know why we would have trouble, down the road with, like you say, 6 episodes a week. Hey, Heartmods, good to see you, pal. Tristan, only issue I have is the other characters have earned their place while CM hasn't. She's a pivotal character in the books, but let's see what the Russos do with her. I can't wait. Yeah, that's an interesting thought, Tristan. How integral are they going to make her right off? And with that, I mean, any politics or any actresses issues aside, just the character. If she waltzes into Endgame, I'm just trying to think this through as I say it. If she waltzes into Endgame and has a really hugely impactful impact on the story, would that put a lot of people off, you think? It might me, because like you say, I would like earn their place is the perfect way to put it. If you're going to have this final explosion, I don't mind her being a part of it, but I wouldn't want her to be like the hero among heroes. Yeah, I hadn't even thought about that. That's why I was like trying to think as soon as I'm saying it. I would agree with that. I wouldn't like that. Main Guy says One Piece is greater than Naruto. You'll see why in the near future. I don't doubt that at all, Main Guy. I'm stunned by how much I like One Piece. I genuinely am. I expected to enjoy it. It's not one of the series I went into blind, because I'd seen clips, and of course, if you're into any pop culture at all in any way, you have to know who Monkey D. Luffy is and stuff. So I had a little piece of knowledge of it, but I did not expect to be this swept up. I can't remember what episode I watched today. I think it was 15, and this wound up into. I gotta look. Yeah, I just watched episode 15 today for the Goose, and it's stunning how good it is. I just love it. I absolutely love it. Wolverine says, "Ass pull my ass, daddy." Alright, let me look here. How far on the stream, Mr. Zydekai? Not too far. 18 minutes we're at right now. Penis, somebody said. Hey, Monkey D. Luffy. The next 2 One Piece arcs are where the story picks up. That's what everybody's telling me, Luffy, and that really gets me even more in it because I'm having an absolute blast with this. This is some of the most enjoyable stuff I've watched in anime, and everybody keeps saying basically what you are, that it just keeps picking up from there. It just gets better and better. And I mean, right now, you guys will, I don't know, I think I posted that one today. Yeah, I think you already saw it. When Luffy punched Butt Pirate, for those of you who aren't Gooshers, I have to come up with nicknames so I can't remember everybody's name. Well, that one was obvious because he used to be a pirate, and over the last 3 years he's been a butler, so he became Butt Pirate. So when he punches Butt Pirate in the face, I mean, I come right out of my chair. I get so wrapped up into that shit. Yeah, I can't wait. Every day I'm excited to watch One Piece. Jesus Christ. Gerardo says, oh wait, my mistake, they're actually 11. We're talking about Mortal Kombat trailers. I also got to play it early with the stress test, which was a thing they did to test out before the beta. Really? That's cool. See, Mortal Kombat, I haven't played that often recently. We have a couple of the more recent ones. I'd have to look and see. I know we got one of them over here for the PS4. But it was a game that when it very first came out, and I don't remember what system it was at the time, but wherever it debuted, I played that thing endlessly. I love that game. That's back when everybody wanted the game banned. Tipper Gore, Al Gore's wife, was leading the charge to try and get the game banned and everything. Oh yeah, it was a big deal. Jamie says, about Hollywood, I'm happy studios refuse to even look at me. I won't be a political mic, not able to exercise free thought, unbiased logic. Yeah, you know, it's a shame, Jamie. And this works on both sides. It just seems like whether it's entertainment or in a lot of private companies and stuff like that, it's like everybody nowadays wants to pick sides. How about just, listen, you're selling a product, sell it to everybody. And it's not saying that, oh, well, you can't tell people to not have political opinions. No, have them, keep them to yourself. The thing of it is, you're putting things out for public consumption. Why put off half the public? It's just stupid. It's stupid business, and it's just annoying. Just, again, if you have, whatever the case may be, Ben and Jerry's ice cream, you guys know me, I'm centrist but lean right, and I don't like extremists on either side. Now, it's just something that goes in the back of your mind. If my wife and I want to go out and have an ice cream snack, one of the convenience stores here has a good selection of different ice creams. Ben and Jerry's is one of the ones that they carry. Now, I have found, and I didn't do it on purpose, it's just the way things unfolded, I got so tired of their over-the-top social justice warrior horse shit that I just don't buy it anymore. Because there are other options in there, and I found myself not even looking at it. It's like, and if you're willing, if you're willing to take that hit to your business, that's fine. That's good for you. But I don't understand the concept of it. Just shut up about your politics. Just make your fucking ice cream and shut up. I wouldn't even mind knowing what your take is if you're not trying to shove it down people's throats. Get it? Because it's ice cream. Yeah, Ben and Jerry's. That's what happened, Cameron. And again, it wasn't even like, I'm going to boycott them. It's just in the back of your mind, you get so tired of it. When we want ice cream for a snack, I just don't buy them anymore. Yeah, Alpha Fatty says, damn it, now I want ice cream. Yeah, me too. In fairness, I wanted ice cream before I started talking about it too, because, I'm a fat boy. Lude, speaking of super, did you hear KSI recently got a $500,000 jewel-encrusted Beerus chain medallion? Get the fuck out. No, I didn't hear that, Lude. And you thought you were a big weeb with spending all that money on merch. Fucking hell, that guy. Yeah, I'm stressing out because, Lude, for any who don't know, I'm somebody who, I never spend money on myself at all. And it's not just because I don't want to. I prefer spending money on my family and stuff. And, my underwear, oh, you guys don't even want to meet my underwear, trust me. But I buy new underwear when they're basically falling apart and shit. But I've gotten into, or I have to see what it is today. Today we're doing Aloka something. But I've gotten to where I got addicted to buying these freaking anime t-shirts. I've got a ridiculous number of them. It's getting out of hand. I need help. I hadn't heard of that though, Lude. That's why Nike agitates me. Sick of the agendas. Me too. And in fairness, no matter which way I lean, it goes both ways. Even if you lean right, as do I as a company, I don't care. Just sell me your product. Don't if you are a political company that deals in politics, fine. We expect to hear it from you. But if not, just sell your product and shut up. I don't know. Man, doesn't it, isn't that why you're in business, hopefully to make some money? Why alienate half your base? Firewall Dragon, this is a good point too. I feel the same way about religion. I'm Christian, but I never try to shove my beliefs down people's throats, and I don't like anyone who does. I only give my opinion to people who ask for it. It's funny, and it's funny you say that, because we've had a similar conversation before, and I agree with you, Dragon, because I'm an atheist. But even other atheists generally irritate me because, and again, of course, like anything else, not everybody, but you guys know there's a good percentage of atheists who just feel so good about themselves, feel like I don't know if they feel like they're smarter than everybody else, and feel like they need to put down anybody with religious beliefs all the time. And that shit pisses me off. Listen, just because I don't believe, I say, for the people who do, I say good for you, because you're probably, that's something really cool and comforting to be able to hold on to. And truth be told, certainly when all is said and done and we die, I would hope that you guys are right and I'm wrong. Again, I don't think so, because otherwise those wouldn't be my beliefs. But I've never understood the need for, I don't believe, so that means I've got to be demeaning and dismissive of those who do. I've never understood that. It's just the nature of people being douchebags. But yes, it's for me, and it's unfortunate. I equate a lot of atheists to vegans. How they feel like that needs to be what they wear on their sleeve at all times. I am an atheist and I'm smarter than you. Yeah, go fuck yourself. Gerardo says, before I go, will you be watching Brandon's new series, Blame the Hero? It's a continuation of A Day on the Beach, and there are currently 2 episodes. As soon as I can get to it, Gerardo. Yeah, well, you guys know. Anything Brandon, I love Brandon, not only as a comedian. I think he's one of the funniest people I've ever watched, but as a person, I think he's a great guy. So I watch them for my enjoyment, and also in the hopes that anytime I make a reaction video, maybe we'll even, help to expand his base, because he deserves all the success in the world. So at some point, yes, I definitely will. And again, it's just a matter of time and getting it fit in. Yeah, fit in. Brother E says, "Hey Susan, kiss my ass." How he gets HIV rape. Is that morally wrong to hope? Jeez, Brother E. Well then, John Spaz Boy's morals are already out the window. Good point. Yeah, this Spaz Boys comedy is, and by extension the Goosh, they are not the places to come for moral guidance. Because, yeah, no, you are correct, Brother E. I heard, George, they're releasing Seto Kaiba for Jump Force. I heard the list of who is coming out now. Of course, I've forgotten most of it. But yeah, it didn't, because somebody hacked some code or something from the existing game and figured out who was coming, right? And I heard the names and forgot it. Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. Hey, Daryl, thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Good to see you. That's one of the things I wanted to ask you. I'm glad George brought up Jump Force. I want to tell you guys something about that. Hold on, let me see what Tristan said. Most atheists seem to feel enlightened and want taxes as a renaissance new thought. Yes, agree with you. I'm agnostic, so I'm right in the middle of all the BS. Yeah, and that's what irritates me, Tristan. It's like, listen, your belief structure doesn't make you intellectually superior in any way, and I don't even understand where they came to that conclusion or why they feel that way, but so many of them do. That's why people, I don't go espousing it a lot, that I'm an atheist, and I've had people ask me, well, is it difficult to say that you don't believe in God? No, I don't care what people think. I don't say it because I don't want to be associated with the general consensus of how atheists conduct themselves, put it that way. But yeah, I mean, again, if you got a strong faith, good for you. And I mean that legitimately good for you. It's probably very comforting, and you're probably get more comfort in life than do I because of it. But yes, I've never understood why they feel so intellectually superior. Nacho, combine a wild hemp cigarette with a Bang energy drink and you will have ultra instinct levels of awareness just without the high. I like that. Wild hemp with a Bang energy drink. Holy shit. You have ultra instinct levels of something. That's for goddamn sure, Nacho. That's good. One thing, that's what I was going to ask you guys too. You know what I was thinking of doing? Because again, the time thing. I've been dying to post some more Jump Force gameplay. And I also really enjoy, like the other day, I liked when we were able to do story time with Curtis. I like just relating stories to you guys, and I like talking about things that are topical. Currently, I wanted to make a video talking about the hypocrisy of YouTube. And again, I'm not a YouTube hater. The gang here will back me up. If they do something right, I'm happy when they do something right. I'm a YouTuber. I want them to do things right. But it bears calling them out when they do things that are just mind-bogglingly stupid, too. What do you guys think about... Maybe I should just take some of the Jump Force gameplays. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. I don't think the commentary I do during a Jump Force gameplay is some of my best commentary anyway, just because you guys know what a spaz I am trying to play. I'm focusing so much on the gameplay that I don't think the commentary is all that good. What if I would just take the gameplay so you guys can see me getting my ass beat, which is what happens all the time, and just run my whatever I want to talk about that day as the audio over the gameplay. What do you guys think of that concept? Does it sound fun? Yes? No? Duke Devlin. Every time I hear Duke Devlin, I get the theme music in my head. Are you a daycare center? Because I want to put kids in you. I'll be here all night. Hall Monitor Helen. She was so awesome. Risk the Nugget. Yes. New content ID bullshit. No, I haven't been hit with too much of that yet, McMuffin. But nothing. I never say never to anything. Mr. Zedekai says, I noticed that people told you Hunter x Hunter and One Piece start off slow. You love them both right off the bat. Yeah. And, in fairness to them, now in hindsight, I can see where Hunter x Hunter did accelerate, but Hunter x Hunter started at such a high level for me anyway. It's just, I'm sure you guys have the same thing. Sometimes something you watch, whether it's a movie or an anime or a TV series, whatever the case may be, or something you read, comic books or a novel series, sometimes things just click with you right off the get-go. And Hunter x Hunter and One Piece, fuck off, train. The three that have hit with me the hardest, the quickest, were Hunter x Hunter, One Piece, and Usagi Drop. Those are three that I was just like, boom, immediately. Overlord not too far behind. Overlord took a little longer, but that was quick too. Yeah. Yes, I love both of them right from the start. And it sounds fun. I like it. I'm into that. Cool. Nah, I won't be playing Fighter Z, Tariq, just because of the time frame thing. And like I say, I really like Jump Force, so I want to play even more Jump Force. But if I do it that way, I'll be able to do more of what I want to do. I'll be able to post gameplay for you guys and do the videos, the stories or conversations or whatever it may be at the same time. And by doing it that way, being able to record the gameplay and concentrate on the gameplay and record the audio track and concentrate on the audio track, it makes it easier to put it all together too. So I think I'm going to try that. The the Unsuspected record label. I like that name. Found out about you because of your Filthy Frank, good old Papa Franco, which you was still posting. Me too, pal. You need to react to Sea Monsters YouTube by H3H3? Sea Monster YouTube? I haven't seen an H3H3 video in quite a while. I always liked him. G plays people and more Hunter x Hunter on YouTube. What I'm finding out, which here we go, more YouTube talk. I've been posting the Hunter x Hunters. I post them on my own website now, the links to them. But what I do is when I put them up in batches, like usually between 3 and 5 at a time. And then I would just send out a message to all through the YouTube channel, because now we have the ability to do that. It seemed like most of those messages, they aren't videos, they're just text messages, notifications went out. So I thought, oh, this is a good way to do it. Well, now we've just been talking in the comment section of some of the videos, and I'm finding out that Susan's not sending out notifications on them to everybody either. So basically, guys, if you want to follow any series that we're going to bring from the Goosh, which is our Patreon for anybody who doesn't know, over to the YouTube channel, we can only do them through redirects, and we got a ton of series over at the Goosh. We can only do them through redirects. I don't make videos about them because nobody was watching those videos. They were just clicking the links. I just send out notifications saying, hey, there's 4 more episodes of Hunter x Hunter up. So if you want to catch up on that, just go to our community tab. If you go to our home page, our home YouTube page, there's a bunch of options. Go to the community tab and you'll see that post. And you can go see where all the Hunter x Hunter videos are. I thought they were going out to everybody, but again, the gang was just telling me, no, they're not getting those notifications. Everything. I will beat your ass like a drum. I had a friend of mine, that was his favorite phrase when he was going to whoop somebody's ass. Jamie, now see, I want you guys to follow Jamie's lead. These are the kind of posts we need more of. She says, psst, 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 Uncle Curtis, please sing for me while bad touching me. My lady bits miss you. See, now that's a quality post. Yes, we will engage in some bad touch, Jamie. Absolutely. Cowboy Bebop maybe won't top Hunter x Hunter, but it'll give you a hell of a run for your money. You know what, Willie? A lot of the people say here have told me that you can't call yourself an anime fan until you've seen Bebop. So just on that alone, I've been anxious to see it. I've heard that from a bunch of people. Rissa Nugget, thanks for noticing me. Oh, no problem. Like I say, this is why I love live streams. I just like talking with you guys. Love it. I did got demonetized for 2 months, still waiting to be reapproved. Yeah, the system is just so broken. And there were parts of it as YouTube's been trying to stay ahead of things, they've done some things that I looked at and went, okay, even if it didn't turn out how they wanted, I see what they were trying to do there, and you give them a little leeway. And then there are other things that are just mindlessly moronic, and that's what I want to talk about in the hypocrisy video. But I'll do that. I'll from now on, whenever I play any Jump Force, I'll record it, and then I'll get some footage together. I'll put that up, and then I'll do the voiceovers to talk about whatever I want to talk about. And the first one will be YouTube hypocrisy, because I want to see if you guys see what I'm going to lay out to you as hypocritical as I do. Michael, on atheism, most atheists are agnostic atheists, meaning they don't think God exists but don't claim to know for certain, but there are anti-theists. Yeah, the way I look at that, Michael, that as far as the semantics of it, I say I'm an atheist because I don't believe in God, and that's genuine. I know some agnostics are like, and some people it's more of a case of I don't believe so, but I could see where it's a possibility, but it's not something I think happens. I just don't believe it's there. So however they want to tag me is good with me. That's just my stance. It's just that we've grown to have so much of an understanding of how everything began and where it all came from. It's like, that all makes sense to me, and that was a big factor. And it's like, although I can't, I'm not Neil deGrasse Tyson, I can't wrap my brain around it to the extent he can. The basic concepts make sense to me, and yeah, I think we are just a insanely lucky accident that we exist in this universe, and I don't think there was any, grand scheme to any of it. I think we just lucked out. The YouTube system has dropped off faster than Owen Hart. Oh, Firewall Dragon. Oh, that's brutal. For any of you, I know a lot of people know, but Owen Hart, for any of you who don't know, is a professional wrestler who died on the night of a show. He was doing a gimmick called the Blue Blazer, and he came in way, above the crowd. He would come in on a zip line. Well, his zip line released, and he banged his head off the turnbuckle on the fall and killed himself right in the ring. So that's just somewhat faster than Owen Hart. That they I don't know if you guys ever heard, when all was said and done, they couldn't figure out how that happened, because immediately you think equipment malfunction, obviously. But when the powers that be came in and did their investigation, everything was intact. All they can figure is the thing was actually pulled and released. They think what happened was that stupid Blue Blazer costume got hung up into the rigging, and when Owen went to free it, he pulled the release. That's all they can figure happened. It was just a tragic accident, especially when you know that he hated the Blue Blazer gimmick too. Let's see. High School DxD Hero comes out uncensored next month. Does it, TKD? I've been dying for it. We'll fit that in. Fit it in. That's the appropriate comment for DxD. Phraseology. Yeah, we'll fit that in at the Goosh right away. That's one of my all-time favorite series. Jamie says, I think both creationism and evolution occurred. I've heard other people with those similar thoughts, Jamie. And, it's not that far of a stretch, if you're going to believe in either, that both couldn't have existed. Certainly. Yeah. I mean, it's not my belief structure, but I get that. I see where you could still have a divine being that created everything for you, and then what he created evolved through time. And typically what I understand of people who believe this is he had a hand in the evolution as well, kind of working things out on his creation. Everett, hey, good to see you again, pal. I got a new job after 3 years of working here finally. Just sucks I'll have to start working nights. I never minded second or third shift. I didn't like second, though. Funny enough, I bid on it on my birthday and think how colleges hate on conservatives. Oh, yeah. Yeah, colleges in America are hotbeds of liberalism, and I just don't know why. Devin has got something that I think can be pretty much universally agreed upon. I believe that donuts are delicious. I agree. Again, I'm a fat boy. Of course I agree. Really? Chrome says you can't consider yourself an anime fan until you see Bebop. Has always seemed kind of obnoxious to me. It's a good series, but it's just like JoJo. Both fun series, but it makes them sound like they have Rick and Morty fan bases. 300 IQ having wubba lubba dub dub fuckers. Mila, yes, tell your stories, Bob. And all the old people in my family are dead. My school sucks, so I have no one to teach me history and tell me stories. See, I enjoy sharing stories with you guys too, not just stories, opinions, and getting your ideas. And it just seemed like that'd be a good way to do both. And then too, it allows me, because you guys know what a shitty gamer I am, it allows me while I'm gaming to concentrate on the game. So we'll see if I probably shouldn't have brought that up, because now you guys can watch the videos and go, dude, it didn't fucking help at all. Jamie says, the only thing I don't get are mosquitoes. We're talking about the whole evolution thing. Yeah, mosquitoes are douchebags. Yeah, they're just assholes. Bloodsucker bitches. Happened to the Nothing Show. Again, Wolverine, right after I started, my schedule changed. And then I knew I wasn't going to be able to keep that same schedule. It's like, and I just got frustrated. It's like, fuck it. Why do I even try and do scheduled live shows? Because I know, my life. And again, I'm not complaining. It just is what it is. But my life is so unpredictable with all the different things we have going on that I just can't stick to a schedule. You guys would be shocked by how many, the videos I post at the Goosh and at the YouTube channel, how many of those cuts that you'll see in them aren't necessarily because that was footage I was going to cut out of a reaction video. It's because I got called away. Again, something going on in the house. Something yelling, someone barking, someone screaming, somebody yelling up the stairs to me. It's crazy. Kalek says, can you erase universes? I look just like Thanos. I've been doing the finger snap thing, and god damn it, every time I do it, everybody's still here. I don't want to live on this planet anymore. It says, I got suspended from school on Friday for being suspended Thursday. Okay, no way, you lost me. I got suspended from school on Friday for being suspended Thursday? I'm not sure what you mean. Do you mean you got back Thursday and then you got bounce Friday? That would suck. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. You should watch Kakaguri, the Compulsive Gambler. It's one of my favorites. I don't think I've heard of that one. Battle Droid? That one doesn't sound familiar. I like some gambling myself. Igor says, when DxD Hero Uncensored comes out, we post more DxD reactions, redirect on your channel. Well, no, what I'm going to do, Igor, because, again, the reason I stopped, because I had a couple series I was bringing over to YouTube, the reason I stopped was, again, nobody was watching them. And the watch time on those videos was so bad, the channel's just now recovering from it to where we're actually getting seen again. It's putting us back in the rotation. So I'm only going to do one at a time, but it won't be in those review videos. It'll be just like I'm doing Hunter x Hunter. I'll just send you guys out a notification telling you when I've put more on the list, and the list is, I host it on my own web space. But if you're not getting the notification, you can just check the community tab at the channel anytime and just see what the latest posts are, and you'll find it. Firewall Dragon says, watch YouTube Technocracy from the mysterious Mr. Enter. Will teach you a lot about what, though, Firewall? You mean the excuse me, the workings of YouTube itself? I'm curious. Let me just pop that into a search. Oh no, I gotta go to the YouTube page itself. Come on. YouTube, I don't know about you guys. YouTube is always, for me, always one of the slowest loading sites. Technocracy Episode 1, YouTube, 2 months ago from Mysterious Mr. Enter. Yeah, I don't even know what this is about. And then my whole problem is getting time to watch them, but... When you say learn a lot, I'm not sure what you mean, learn a lot about the workings of YouTube itself, Firewall? That's interesting. Heart Mods. I just want to say that I got a better job. Oh, good for you. Where I used to work, had to fire people for theft. Karma got them. Plus, I still got get anime titties. That's the most important part. Everything else, everything else will fall into place. As long as the anime titties stay consistent, you're okay. You're good to go. Arthus, I'm sorry, Arthus of Oblivion. Hey, long-time subscriber, just pop in and say hi. Well, thank you. I'm glad you did. Love that you enjoyed FMAB as much as I do. Yeah, good stuff, Arthus. I have, let me pull up my thing. Let me pull up my thing. Right over here, this has been, I want to figure, my house was built in 1860. It's an old farmhouse. Because of that, a lot of the electrical outlets and stuff in here I had to run myself, because back in those days, they'd put like maybe one outlet in a room if you were lucky. So what I'm saying is it greatly restricts how I can contort my room around, how I can lay things out. Because I'd like to change it so that the things, all the anime stuff in the background between all the stuff that you guys have sent us and all the stuff that I bought, I want to make it more pronounced, but it's hard for me to move everything. But what I did was, I'll show you guys that. It's wrong side. I put this table over here, and I just had this table anyway. So I'm going to throw some of the pops up there, and that's what I have over there right now, as you guys can see, is the Full Metal Crew. But I keep meaning, I keep forgetting to do it. I'm just going to keep rotating out and put some different pops in there. But yes, Arthur's, I love Full Metal Alchemist. That was, man, the storytelling in there, just insanely good. Great characters, great storytelling. Man, talk about popping your feels. Anbu, good to see you again, pal. Excuse me, guys. What's up, you stranger? I haven't talked to you in a while. I've been following your old fat ass for 2 years. Wow, time goes by fast. Wow, because I remember when I first started seeing you in the live streams and stuff. Oof. And can say you always have had great content under the rule of the Nazi YouTube army. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, pal. You know what's funny? That's I am old, but that's always we always talk about how time goes fast, and it's not an adage, man. It's such a fact. And whenever I get talking to some of you guys, whether it's here at the Goosh or wherever, just like what Anbu said here, because one of the few things I'm good at remembering, it's got to be just because this is very important. This is my life, the YouTube channel and the Goosh. This is what I spend my time doing. This is my passion, is hanging out with you guys. So for the most part, remembering you guys is something I do well, especially for me. So when I'll hear people say that, in conversation, somebody will say, yeah, I remember when we were first talking about that. It was when I first got to the channel 4 years ago. And I'm like, 4 fucking years, because it seems like it'd been months. Just like with Anbu too. He's saying for 2 years now. I don't know if Anbu, if you started joining the streams and stuff right when you got here, but I remember when you first came in, and it's like, holy fuck, 2 years already. God damn it, I hate how fast time goes. Super Saiyan God Robbie, I'm with you completely. I love DXD. I think it has a pretty good story, great characters, and fan service. Exactly. That's what I said. The story, the characters are phenomenal. Issei cracks me right up. I mean, the fan service is top shelf anyway. And Kaneko. Issei and Kaneko just kill me. I almost don't like, though, excuse me, guys, sorry. I don't like as much with Kaneko, like, I don't know, getting more into Issei or chasing after Issei like the others. I like their relationship when it's butting heads. She's constantly calling him a perv and everything. Jamie says, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood has been a huge inspiration for some of my writing. I can see that. I can see how it'd be something that would inspire you. Chrome mosquitoes do serve a purpose, Curtis. It's just to kill off African children so you don't need to donate money. God damn it. Now that's Espaz Boys Comedy / The Goosh. That line right there. Jeez. Anbu. I've been crying in the toilet a lot lately. But when life gives you lemons, you shove them up. Wait. Hashtag still no homo. And for those of you who don't know, or I've been with us for a long time, we determined some time ago, and it's not like we take these things lightly. We had very deep emotional conversations about it, and we determined that no matter what you do in life, no matter what you're doing, what you have done, if when you're done you say no homo, it wasn't gay. So if you just decide to go into a gay bar some night, line everybody up at the bar and give blowjobs all the way up and down the line, if you say no homo when it's over, you're not gay. We determined that, we decreed that, and apparently Spaz Boys Comedy and the Goosh are the law-making presence for the entirety of mankind, so that's the case. Samuel says, you joined at the start of DBTA? That was... What was that, Samuel? That had to be like 2.5 years ago, roughly, I think. Excuse me. Naruto versus Hunter x Hunter. Well, for me, there's Hunter x Hunter is my favorite thing I have watched, period. I mean, you can include movies, TV shows, anything at all. It's my favorite thing. Alec, I'm just a little under 6 foot tall, Alec. Apparently I'm shrinking, because I was always like 5'11 and a half, just a little under 6 foot tall. And on a recent trip to the doctor, just a regular checkup, the nurse measured me and she goes, okay, 5'10". I'm like, not that it mattered. I said, but are you sure? And she goes, yeah, it's 5'10". I said, because I've been 5'11 and a half since I was 17. She goes, nope, you dropped 1.5 inches. I was like, trust me, lady, I can't afford 1.5 inches. That's basically it. Excuse me. Money is important, old man. Chrome says, it's what makes the world go round. Greed is good. Greed is best character. Oh, Greed was a great character, though. Yeah, that was such a great series. You guys just talking about it again got me flashing back to it. We are watching Samurai Champloo Tenchi. We're watching it over at the Goosh. Our pal Alpha Centauri sponsors that one with Goosher 100 vids, and yes, you're right. It's really good. It's really good. I like I've said it over and over there. The thing that always impressed me immediately and most predominantly with Samurai Champloo is the feel. It just is one of those series that, man, you feel like you're in that world. And I just like, because it's basic good old sword fighting and shit. And the characters are great too. Yeah, I did hear about the shit in New Zealand. That was completely fucked up. Yeah, filmed it, live streamed it, Igor. The world's a fucked up place. I'm not the first one to observe it, but it's frightening. It's really, really frightening. And then what's almost as frightening is the rush for everybody on both sides, and I mean this equally, on both sides to politicize the whole thing too. Just fucking amazing. Lumeng, so Boruto, what? I'm not sure what you're asking. You live in New Zealand, do you, Samuel? Yeah, that's just frightening. Yeah, I know. Dark Slaver says eventually Curtis is going to be Lady Chio height. Apparently, I'm on my way. Because I asked her, I was like, it don't matter. I don't care how tall I am. It's just like, how'd you come up with 5'10" when, for 40 years I've been the same height? She goes, well, that's what it says. Okay, I shrunk. Anbu, sleep with a man or sleep with a two men? Thoughts? Well, yeah. Listen, if you're going to do something, go all out. You got to go with two. Why just go with one if the option is there? Am I going to do Boruto? No. I have no plans on it. And again, guys, you can fill in the blank with whatever. When you say, are you going to watch and fill in that blank with an anime, it all depends on what gets voted in at the Goosh. From knowing the Gooshers as well as I do, I can guarantee you it would be a long time before that got voted in. It's not popular at all. If it gets voted in, it would be quite some time down the road when we've watched a ton of other things that everybody wants to see first. Yeah, Robbie, I'm anxious to go back to Death Note. Again, I'm going to start it from the beginning again because I don't want to come in the middle because I'll have forgotten too much. But yeah, I was really into it before Rift TV went down. I can't lose more. I'm already 5'7". I'm on my way to meeting you, Devin. Apparently, I'm on my way down, so... Are you going to watch anime series? Curtis Big Green says. Any series you refuse to do is $100 Patreon. Chrome says, except the Spaz Boy wrestling match I suggested. And the only reason I refuse that is I just don't think it's not fair to Spaz Kid. I mean, to have him have to take on something that's completely out of his element. I've spent my whole life fighting, and he's the exact opposite. He's the most chill, easygoing, wants to get along with everybody dude there is. So it's not even fair to have him just get squashed in something. The only thing and we're going to have one this month, I had asked people, because it goes back to what I was talking about earlier with no time, I'd asked them to please just not give me movies, because with the way that the fair use works and everything, the only way I was comfortable with doing the movies is with face cam and timer. Well, then the problem I run into is I can't be interrupted during that, or it fucks everything up. If you have to keep resetting that timer, it's going to make it tough for the audience, with the edits in there and everything. And it's so next to impossible for me to get long periods of times where I know I won't be interrupted. So we are going to do one this month, only because we had somebody pay for Gusher 100 before they talked to me about what they wanted and begged me to watch this movie. So I'm going to make a one-time exception. I'm hoping that doesn't catch on afterwards. But outside of that, outside of just asking for no movies, no, I can't think of anything that I would be against doing. Nacho, hey Curtis, you going to watch these nuts? Ha! Got him! Obi-Wan or Anakin? I'm not enough of a Star Wars geek to make a call. All I know is I'm excited as fuck about Star Wars Land opening up in Disney. I mean, when the first 3 original Star Wars movies came out, I was geeked right into them. And I've always liked Star Wars. It's just one of those things that I didn't stay away from it. It's just I didn't get to it. So since those first 3, I've seen, I think, 3 others, and it's just been random, hit and miss. I need to actually watch a bunch more of them because I'd like to have more context for when Star Wars Land opens. Let's see. Hey, Ball. Milag says, hey, Ball Man. Like Jamie, my lady bits are all missing you. Except I'm a guy, so I keep my girl parts in a jar in the fridge in the basement. What's worse, many comments on the video were actually on the shooter side. I heard that, Igor. I didn't get to see the video, but I heard that. In the end, Zamasu was right about all of us. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I don't know. I mean, I don't even have words. And even in that, okay, let's say in the most extreme situations, if you have a thing against the militant Muslim organizations such as ISIS, which is understandable that people would hate them, what does shooting a bunch of people in a church accomplish for you? You see what I'm saying? You're not even taking it out on the right folks. I mean, that's like, it's no different than pigeonholing any other specific entire group for the acts of specific individuals within it. So I just, again, I guess you're trying to make sense of something that is senseless. There's no way to get inside somebody's mind and figure out how he figured what do you think you accomplished other than just cutting a bunch of lives short? You weren't a hero to anybody. You didn't do anything to stem the tide of radical Islam or anything. These weren't radicals. They're just people praying. I don't know. So if a Gusher asked me to watch a snuff film, I would. Well, actually, I would watch it. I wouldn't have a problem with that, but that I can't post. That's because snuff films are actually illegal. So you can't post any illegal content. Patreon's very, very non-restrictive with the content, but which is understandable. You can't post anything illegal, and snuff films are illegal. But would I watch it? Yeah. How much do I weigh? Right now, I'm up at Fat Bastard standards. I think I'm about what did I check last time? 279? Something like that. I am bald this way, baby, Krillin says. I would tell you, Lu Mang, but I really don't know. It's hard because Lu Mang asked, this might be unfair to ask because they probably all hold special places 100%. Where does Naruto rank? It gets really... After 1, which is Hunter x Hunter, it gets really muddled because there are so many of them I love. I don't even honestly know how you go about defining differences when we get to One Piece is coming up, but Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and Naruto and Usagi Drop, and there are so many and High School DxD. There are so many that I really, really love, and for such a variety of different reasons. I don't know how you guys do it, because I know a lot of you guys have your lists. I don't know how you're able to do it. I don't know where to, what to use as a measurement to put one above the other. Let's see. Excuse me. Wolverine, he was like, the real cause of bloodshed in New Zealand streets today is the immigration problem, which allowed Muslim fanatics to migrate. Yeah, I know that was his, Rowan. I know that was the, in his manifesto and everything. But again, that's just, why would you have problem with, all right, if you don't like immigration, that's all fine and good, but wouldn't, if you wanted to, you felt this need to lash out, wouldn't you want to lash out at the ones that were making immigration a problem and not just random people? I don't know, maybe that makes too much sense when you're that far gone, I guess. Let's see. Doing good, Jonathan. My favorite Hunter x Hunter character is Killua. He's my favorite character of all time, although Luffy might make a run at him. Yours are Crollo, Meruem, and Poof. Meruem is second. Throughout almost the whole series for me, it was Killua, then Hisoka, but by the end, Meruem was second. So now, by the end, Meruem was second, so Hisoka moved down to third. But I love Killua. I've always loved Killua. I love the balance of still being a kid, because you see that side of him all the time, and being that cold, badass killer, and what a great friend he is, and what a great brother he is. I just think he's a great character. Let's see. Ragav says former athletes and wrestlers turning into pundits or have their own talk show about this said sport, but here we have a former wrestler embracing anime titties all the way through. Fuck it, yeah, exactly. I could have started a YouTube channel about wrestling or something like that, but I am so glad that this one morphed into anime, because let me tell you, anime titties are way more fun than talking about two barely dressed guys rolling around on a mat. For me, anyway. Swedish Gamer, what type of anime do you like? Anything as long as the story is good. I'm not somebody who gets hung up on genre. If it's a good story, I'll watch it. And that's true with movies or TV or anything like that. I don't have, it can be horror, it can be slice of life, it can be anything at all. As long as it's a good story, I'll watch it. 7 Deadly Sins. No, I haven't seen that yet. Spaz Kid really likes 7 Deadly Sins. I've seen the abridged. I enjoyed that, so I'm hoping at some point it gets voted in at the Goosh. Jamie says, I was going to say, I like the sound. I like the sound of two barely dressed guys rolling around on a mat. That's why I put it at the end for me, Jamie, because it's like that is some people's things, and that's perfectly understandable. I used to be one of those barely dressed guys rolling around on the mat, so I'm hoping somebody liked us. I watch Bleach if it gets voted in, Jinx. Yeah, I'll watch whatever the gang votes in. No, I haven't seen Black Butler yet. Willem Dafoe's Fruitcake. You guys got great screen names. No, I haven't seen Black Butler yet. It's been talked about a lot, but I haven't seen it. Are you caught up on the bridge, 7 Deadly Sins? I think so, Mr. Zedekai. I think so. I'd have to go back and check. I think I'm all caught up. Okay, guys. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to go. Like I say, I snuck this one in because I really wanted to be able to sit and chat with you guys, and I'm glad I did. I will try. I promise I'll try and get more of these streams up, because God damn it, I love doing this. This just makes my whole day. This is the only chance I get to talk anime and just have some laughs. I mean, you guys make me laugh every time we have one of these streams. I will try and do that too, though. I'm still putting together the waifu tournament, and I will try and make some vids that are just my Jump Force gameplays with audio, with my audio over the gameplay of whatever I want to talk about that given day, whether it's a story time with Curtis, or like I want to talk to you guys about that the hypocrisy of YouTube, what I discovered and that stuff. So guys, thanks for hanging out with me. This goddamn, this was such a good time, and I promise I'll keep trying to get more and more of these in here. But until the next time, as always, Pamfu, sticky stuff. That's right, sticky stuff for you, for me, sticky stuff for all of us, because we'll bang. Okay, Flashly, like our boy Buggy. But as always, and most importantly, hold on to your crotches. Here it comes. Goosh, 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 goosh.